There's a quote from an old 80s movie that goes, "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it." I think being in a place like this really helps you to stop and look around. Since I've been here, I've had this little morning routine of making a cup of tea and heading outside to take in the view. The owner of this off-the-grid farm says it does something good for your brain to take in all these shades of green. And I think it also does something good for your body when your breakfast each morning is fresh, organic, and comes either from your very own garden or from another small local farmer. Not to mention when all your drinking water comes from Hawaiian rain that's been double filtered. And sometimes when you go for a mid-morning stroll, you even come across a few healthy snacks just growing in the wild. When you're in a country setting, heading into town is a slow process. Traffic moves much slower, and people just aren't in a hurry to get anywhere. Lunch spots are usually very quaint and simple, with more fresh and locally sourced food. And your entertainment for the day doesn't require much more than the surrounding nature. Heading back to the farm, another thing that seems to help life slow down a bit is some good old-fashioned manual labor. I guess when work isn't just tied to a computer screen, you really come to appreciate the time and energy it takes to actually get your hands dirty. And when doing something like planting trees, it's really special to think that the work that you do now will transform and grow into something much bigger in 5 to 10 years. As dinner time approaches, life feels slow, simple, and very down to earth when friends come together, bring something they grew, baked, or acquired from another farm, and help each other cook a delicious meal. And when living off the grid, where electricity is used sparingly, perhaps nothing helps you slow down and be in the moment more than gathering some wood and staring into a cozy fire. I had a health scare recently, and it served as a reminder that while we may live and plan our lives as though we'll all live to some old age in the distant future, none of us are entitled to such a luxury. And so, while car loans and iPhones might occupy so much of our attention these days, I think it's important to intentionally place ourselves in environments like these from time to time in order to reconnect us to where we come from and where we're all destined to return to someday. After all, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and take a look around once in a while, you could miss it.